Right now, as you're reading this, sugar molecules are flooding through your bloodstream like tiny saboteurs, hijacking your brain chemistry and quietly destroying your organs from the inside out. Every sweet bite, every innocent sip, every healthy snack you thought was safe, it's all part of a biological war happening inside you at this very moment. But here's what the food industry desperately doesn't want you to know. Sugar isn't just making you fat, it's rewiring your brain exactly like cocaine does. And the latest research reveals that we've been lied to about sugar for over 50 years. The average American consumes about 77 grams of added sugar per day. That's roughly 17 teaspoons. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 for men. We're eating nearly triple what our bodies can handle. But here's the truly insane part. In 1822, the average American ate about 2 pounds of sugar per year. Today, we devour over 150 pounds annually. That's a 75-fold increase in just 2 centuries. So what exactly does sugar do the moment it enters your body? Let's follow one glazed donut through your system and watch the chaos unfold. You take a bite. Instantly, sugar molecules hit your tongue and activate sweet taste receptors that send signals to your brain's reward center, the nucleus accumbens, triggering a massive dopamine release. Dopamine is the feel-good neurotransmitter, the same chemical that floods your brain when you use cocaine, have sex, or win money. This isn't an exaggeration. Brain imaging studies from Yale University show that sugar activates the same neural pathways as addictive drugs. You're not weak-willed. You're chemically hooked. Within minutes, that sugar rushes into your bloodstream. Your blood glucose level spikes dramatically. Your pancreas, sensing the surge, immediately releases insulin to escort glucose out of your blood and into your cells. But when you eat refined sugar without fiber or protein to slow it down, your blood sugar doesn't just rise, it skyrockets. Your pancreas panics and overcompensates, dumping massive amounts of insulin into your system. All that insulin works too fast. It yanks glucose out of your blood so aggressively that within 30 to 60 minutes, your blood sugar crashes below where it started. This is the infamous sugar crash. You feel tired, irritable, shaky, and desperately craving more sugar. Your brain, now experiencing dopamine withdrawal, screams at you to eat something sweet again. So you reach for another snack, and the cycle repeats. It's a biological roller coaster designed to keep you eating more. The real damage happens when this becomes a daily habit. Over months and years, your cells start to resist insulin. They've been flooded with it so often that they become numb to its signals, like ignoring a car alarm that goes off every night. This is insulin resistance, the pathway to type 2 diabetes. Your pancreas has to produce even more insulin to get the same job done. Eventually, it can't keep up. Over 37 million Americans have diabetes, and another 96 million have prediabetes. That's more than 1/3 of the entire U.S. population sitting on a metabolic time bomb. Now let's talk about what sugar does to your brain, because this is where things get genuinely disturbing. Research from UCLA found that high sugar consumption damages the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory and learning. Rats fed a high-sugar diet for just 6 weeks showed impaired memory and reduced production of BDNF, a protein essential for forming new memories. Essentially, sugar makes you dumber over time. A study in the journal Neurology tracked over 4,000 people and found that those with higher blood sugar levels experienced faster cognitive decline, even without diabetes. High sugar intake has been linked to significantly increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Some researchers now call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because of how deeply sugar metabolism is tied to brain degeneration. Your sweet tooth isn't just rotting your teeth, it's rotting your brain. Let's move to your heart, because sugar's role in heart disease is one of the biggest cover-ups in nutritional history. For decades, we were told that fat was the enemy. Low-fat products flooded grocery stores. But here's the dirty secret. When food companies removed fat, they replaced it with sugar. Those heart-healthy, low-fat yogurts, loaded with sugar. In 2016, it was revealed that the sugar industry paid Harvard scientists in the 1960s to downplay sugar's role in heart disease and shift the blame to fat. This corruption shaped public health policy for decades. A study in JAMA Internal Medicine found that people who got 25% or more of their calories from added sugar had nearly triple the risk of dying from heart disease. Triple. That's not a minor difference. That's a catastrophe. Here's how it happens. Excess sugar gets converted into triglycerides, a type of fat that circulates in your blood. High triglyceride levels increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. Sugar also promotes inflammation throughout your body, damaging the lining of your arteries. This damage creates rough patches where cholesterol and plaque can stick, narrowing your arteries and restricting blood flow. Sugar doesn't just hurt your waistline, it chokes your arteries. Now let's talk about your liver. When you eat sugar, specifically fructose, your liver is the only organ that can metabolize it. A little fructose from whole fruit? No problem. But when you consume large amounts of refined fructose, your liver gets overwhelmed. It starts converting that excess fructose into fat. This fat gets stored in your liver cells. Over time, this leads to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD. Your liver literally becomes clogged with fat, just like the liver of an alcoholic, except you haven't touched a drop of alcohol. NAFLD now affects about 25% of the global population, and it's almost entirely driven by sugar consumption. Left untreated, it can progress to liver inflammation, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. Sugar is also a cancer cell's favorite food. Cancer cells consume glucose at a rate 10 to 50 times higher than normal cells. This is called the Warburg effect. PET scans used to detect cancer actually work by injecting radioactive glucose into your body and watching where it accumulates. The areas that glow brightest, that's where the cancer is, feeding on sugar. While sugar doesn't directly cause cancer, high sugar intake creates the perfect environment for cancer to thrive. Elevated insulin levels promote cell growth and division. A study in cancer epidemiology, biomarkers and prevention, found that women who drank sugary beverages had significantly higher risk of developing endometrial cancer. Let's talk about your skin. When you eat sugar, it binds to proteins through a process called glycation, creating harmful molecules called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These molecules attack collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep your skin firm and youthful. Once damaged, collagen becomes stiff and brittle. Your skin loses elasticity, wrinkles deepen, and sagging accelerates. A study in the British Journal of Dermatology found that people with higher blood sugar levels looked significantly older than those with lower levels. Sugar is creating tiny internal damage throughout your entire body. That expensive anti-aging cream? It's fighting a losing battle if you're still eating sugar by the truckload. Here's the part that'll make you angry. Sugar is hidden everywhere. A single tablespoon of ketchup contains about 4 grams of sugar. Barbecue sauce, up to 12 grams per serving. Pasta sauce, salad dressings, bread, yogurt, protein bars, granola, loaded with added sugar. Food manufacturers know sugar is addictive, so they sneak it into nearly every processed product. And they disguise it under dozens of names: high fructose corn syrup, cane juice, agave nectar, brown rice syrup, maltodextrin, dextrose, maltose, sucrose, glucose, fruit juice concentrate, the list goes on. Some products contain 3 or 4 different types of sugar, so sugar doesn't appear as the first ingredient. It's deliberate deception, and it's legal. So what happens when you actually quit sugar for 30 days? The transformation is miraculous. Days 1-3 withdrawal hell. The first few days are brutal. Sugar activates the same brain pathways as drugs. When you quit cold turkey, your brain rebels. You'll experience headaches, irritability, fatigue, brain fog, intense cravings, and mood swings. Princeton University found that rats fed sugar exhibited withdrawal symptoms similar to morphine withdrawal. You're not imagining it. You're detoxing. Days 4 to 7, the fog lifts. By the end of the first week, intense cravings start to fade. Your energy levels begin to stabilize as your blood sugar stops spiking and crashing. You'll sleep better because sugar disrupts your circadian rhythm and interferes with melatonin production. Without sugar wreaking havoc, your body can finally regulate sleep properly. Days 8 to 14, energy surge. Your cells are becoming more insulin sensitive again. Your body starts burning fat for fuel instead of constantly relying on quick sugar hits. People report feeling more focused, more energetic, and emotionally steadier. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that reducing sugar intake improved mood and reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety within just 2 weeks. Days 15-21. The glow-up begins. Your skin starts to clear. Those mysterious breakouts? Gone. The puffiness? Fading. Your body is finally getting a chance to repair collagen damage. Inflammation drops throughout your body. Chronic joint pain often improves dramatically because sugar is a major inflammatory trigger. Days 22-30, the transformation. By the end of 30 days, the changes are undeniable. Most people lose 5 to 10 pounds without even trying. That's real fat loss as your insulin levels normalize. Your taste buds recalibrate. Foods that tasted bland before now taste vibrant. An apple tastes incredibly sweet. Meanwhile, if you try something sugary, it tastes sickeningly sweet, almost unbearable. Blood work improvements are staggering. Triglycerides drop, blood pressure decreases, fasting blood sugar levels fall. A study in obesity found that children who cut out added sugar for just 9 days saw dramatic improvements in cholesterol, blood pressure, and liver function, even without losing weight. 9 days. Imagine what 30 can do. But here's the most powerful change. Your cravings vanish. The addictive cycle is broken. You're free. Let me be clear. I'm talking about added sugars. The refined sugar in processed foods, candy, soda, and hidden ingredients. I'm not saying avoid fruit. Whole fruit contains natural sugar, but it also comes with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. The fiber slows down sugar absorption, preventing blood sugar spikes. Eating an apple is not the same as drinking apple juice. So how do you actually do this? Step 1, read every label. If a product has more than 5 grams of added sugar per serving, put it back. Check ingredients for those sneaky sugar aliases. Step 2, eat real food. Focus on vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. If it doesn't have a label, it's probably good for you. Step 3, manage the cravings. When a craving hits, drink water first. Eat protein and healthy fats. They stabilize blood sugar. A handful of almonds can kill a sugar craving fast. Step 4, plan your meals. Don't let yourself get too hungry. When blood sugar drops, willpower disappears. Keep healthy snacks on hand. Step 5, get support. Tell friends and family what you're doing. Social accountability helps. You're not alone in this. Here's the truth. The food industry has turned us into sugar addicts for profit. They've spent billions engineering products to hit your bliss point, the precise combination of sugar, salt, and fat that makes you crave more. They've lobbied governments, funded biased research, and manipulated public health guidelines. They don't care about your health. They care about your wallet. But you have the power to break free. 30 days. That's all it takes to reset your body, reclaim your health, and prove to yourself that you're stronger than the craving. Your brain will rewire. Your cells will heal. Your energy will soar. Your skin will glow. Your risk of diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's will plummet. Sugar isn't just empty calories. It's a slow-acting poison that's stealing your future one sweet bite at a time. Most people have no idea it's happening. They blame themselves for being tired, for gaining weight, for feeling depressed, when the real villain has been hiding in plain sight all along. So here's my challenge. Quit added sugar for 30 days. Not forever. Just 30 days. Track how you feel. Take before and after photos. Get blood work done if you can. Document the transformation. I promise you, the results will shock you. And once you see what life feels like without sugar controlling you, you'll never want to go back. If this video opened your eyes to the truth about sugar, smash that like button, subscribe for more health breakdowns that actually tell you the truth, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because quitting sugar isn't just about looking better. It's about taking back control of your life, your health, and your future. The choice is yours, but your cells are begging you to choose wisely.